Welcome everyone to Hatha Yoga. My name is Tammy and I'll be guiding you through the next hour practice. Our focus is on strength. Our intention for the class is focus. Beginning on our mat, all fours. The number of postures that we'll be doing will be focusing on moving through our core muscles, twists, holding different postures. On all fours, shift your body, spread your fingers on your mat, slide your shoulder blades down your back, draw your hips to your heels, and then back. Draw the hips to the heels and back. One more time. Hold the center, wag your tail. Circling through our spine. So take your hands wider than the shoulders and circle the body up and around. And the other way. Come back to center. Hands underneath your shoulders. Slide your shoulder blades back. Step forward with the right hand. Left hand. Draw the pelvis up towards the sky. Upside down V. Let the head hang. Alternate knee bends. Hold stillness, bend through the knees, look to the hands, walk your feet forward to the front of your mat. Ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Root yourself down into the ground. Inhale, come up to halfway with a flat back. Elbows can come to the sides or onto your shins with the hands. Then draw the head down, release. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Elbows to the sides or hands on your shins. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, come up to halfway again. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, seek your arms up, overhead, strong through your foundation, through your feet. Hands come up overhead. Exhale, take the hands to the heart center. Standing up nice and tall. Our first Sun Salutation, Namaskar A. Draw your shoulders down, root yourself down into the ground, tailbone down. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to plank. Step back with the right foot, left foot strong through your plank. Jump the body forward, come down to the knees. Slowly lower. Uncurl the toes, pubic bone down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, release, do that again. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, release. One more time. Exhale to downward facing dog. Here, alternating knee bends. Find stillness, knees bent or legs straight. Drawing your heels down a little closer to the ground. Bend to the knees, look to your hands, walk the feet forward. Ankles, knees, hips in line. Root yourself down, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Contracting through your quads. Imagine drawing your kneecaps up towards your hips. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Sun Salutation, a second one. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to plank. Step back. Jutting the body forward and lower yourself into the ground. Elbows hug your waist. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. 2 more cycles of breath. With the exhale breath, bend through the knees, look to the hands, walk your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, nice and strong through your foundation and coming all the way up. Draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Third Sun Salutation. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release to plank. Stepping back. Wrists underneath your shoulders. Jut the body forward and lower yourself into the ground. Inhale, fall up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Nice and strong through that lift. Inhaling and exhaling. With your exhale breath, bend through the knees. Look to the hands and walk your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, draw the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Take your big toes together that they touch. Your heels are parted. Inhale. Exhale, hold, relax your shoulders. Sun Salutation B, Namaskar B. Inhale, come to your squat. Exhale, coming up, dive forward again, arms to the sides. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to the plank. Chaturanga, lowering yourself into the ground, elbows hug your waist. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg straight up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, coming up to a nice strong lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg straight up. Exhale, and step forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead to a lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding. Two more cycles of breath. Exhaling, bend through the knees. Look to the hands. Walk your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Big toes can come together. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale to squat. Fierce posture. Exhale, coming up all the way. Take your arms the opposite way and hands to your heart center. Very nice. Hands, place them onto your hips. Step or jump out, ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward with your peace fingers. Wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold, and take your elbows out to the side. Your head hangs. Knees are bent to help keep your spine straight. Inhaling, release your toes, walk your hands out. Exhale, halfway lift, place your hands onto your hips. Inhale all the way up, really strong through your legs, your foundation. Inhale, small back bend. Exhale, releasing. Good. Place both of your big toes together again. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. And then come into fierce posture squat. Relax your shoulders. Hands can come to your heart center. Placing both of your hands together. Checking your knees to see if they're passing your toes. Sitting your bottom back a little bit more if they are. Or lifting up a little bit taller. Using your bandhas to draw up your pelvic floor muscles. Draw your navel in, and then coming up all the way. Releasing through those shoulders. Step your foot up, foot out, ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Turn the palms to face the front of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Namaskar A again, cleansing the pellet. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, step back with the right foot, left foot. Jutting the body forward, lower now into chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then holding downward facing dog here. Taking your second toe out to the edge of the mat on one side, and then the other side. So opening up those legs. You can walk your feet closer to the hands. Finding what's going to work for you. Twisting, looking underneath your right armpit. So taking your left armpit, I should say, taking your left hand and then threading the needle on the left side, hold on to the left ankle, and pull yourself through. Bend your right elbow. Releasing, the hand back to the other side. Left hand holding on to right ankle. Pull yourself underneath. Pull yourself through. And then releasing. Step your right foot, left foot back to the center, and then come into child's pose. Uncurl the toes, sit back into your heels, hands forward or hands by the sides, let the forehead rest. Coming out of child's pose to all fours. Step forward with the right hand, left hand, back into downward facing dog. Heels down. And then into a plank here. Your right knee is going to come to the right elbow. So into a plank, right knee to right elbow, come back to downward facing dog. Left side, left knee to left elbow, and then switch. Right to right, left to left. Right knee, right elbow. Left knee, left elbow. One more time on each side. And then back into child's pose. Coming up to all fours. Step forward the right hand, the left hand, downward facing dog. Bend through the knees, look to your hands, walk the feet forward. Big toes touch. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, draw the arms up, overhead. Exhale, sit down to squat. Here's posture. Check the knees again so that they're not passing the toes. Twisting over to the right side. Long through spine, inhale. Exhale, twist. Your left knee is going to want to jut ahead, so pull it back. Knees are, your hips are square, and knees on the same line. Relax your shoulders. Releasing out of the twist, letting yourself hang. Draw the hips up. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, sitting down into the squat again. Inhale, hold. Hips are square, knees on the same line. Exhale, twist over to the left side. Now this time your right knee is going to want to jut ahead, so pull it back. Line your knees up. Your waist is long. Coming out of the twist, and then let yourself hang, draw the hips up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Okay, bend through the knees. Step your right foot straight up and then heel down. Lining up your heels or front heel with back arch. This left knee goes straight ahead. So if it's turning in, give it a little bit of encouragement and pushing it out ever so gently. Inhale, sweep your arms up to shoulder height. Relax through those shoulders. Look over your middle finger, warrior two. Inhale, sweep your right arm up overhead, extended side angle, and long through the waist here. Rotate the upper body, relax your shoulders, right arm coming up overhead. Inhale, coming up, and take that left arm up and over. Exhale, exalted warrior. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, hold. With that exhale breath, bend through both knees. Step right to meet the left. Shift through the hips. Okay, I'm just going to come to this side so you can see me opening. Hands place more into your hips. Step right back with the left foot now. Leg. Turn that heel down. Line your heels up. Or again, that front heel with the back arch. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, lunge forward. Knee tracking straight ahead. Warrior two, hold. Really rooting yourself down to the ground here. Extended side angle. Lift that left arm up and over, right arm coming down. Long through the waist, twist. Inhale, coming into exalted warrior. Exhale, hold. Inhale, back to warrior two. Inhaling and exhaling. And then with that exhale breath, bend and through both knees and step left to meet the right and shift through the hips. Okay, at the top of the mat. Big toes touch again. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, come down into fierce posture again. Hands to your heart center. Checking the knees, not passing your toes. Strong through your core. With the inhale breath coming up. Exhale, release your hands, shift to the hips. And step your feet apart from each other. Okay. Top of the mat, I'm just going to turn this way. Stepping your right foot right back. And then take your left foot on the heel, turn it. So then all your toes are facing forward. Our legs are open quite wide. We're going to move into a bend, hinging from the hips. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, bend through the knees. As you do this, take your hands between your feet. So if you notice that your feet are not wide enough, it is heel toe moving them out. So again, hands parallel with your feet, elbows draw through and then point to the back. The goal is to have the crown of the head resting on the earth. Releasing, inhale to release. Walk your hands forward. Exhale, hands come onto the hips. Inhale all the way up, really strong through the foundation. Small back bend. Exhale, releasing. You can heel toe your feet in a little bit closer to each other. Just gonna stand a little bit further back so you can see me. This time we're adding the twist. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Walk your hands forward. Place your right hand onto the right hip. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, rotate towards the right side. Release your hand away from the hip. Your gaze, your drishti, moving to the side wall or towards your thumb. Coming out of the twist, releasing hands to the floor. Take the left hand, place it onto the left hip. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale, rotating towards the left side here now. Release your hand away from the hip. Make your way out of the twist. Place your hands down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, come up to halfway. Place your hands onto your hips. Inhale all the way up, small back bend. Exhale, releasing. Bend through both knees, step them together, a little shift. And come to the top of your mat again. Step your right foot right up, straight back. Moving here into a low lunge. So into our high lunge here. See if you can have that heel pushing right back as if you're pushing against a wall. Low lunge. Here you might need to double up your mat for knee support, or you'll have your knee block, so that chip block that you could use. Or a cushion, finding something that'll work. If you don't need a block, then it is fine. Okay, so low lunge here, and then bring your knee down to the ground. Kickstand that back leg. So it's parallel to the back edge of your mat. And then take your hands wide. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. I should say that left knee is pointing straight ahead. Exhale, fold into this posture here. The goal is to have the crown of your head down to the ground. Arms wide. Coming out of the fold. Take that leg back out of the kickstand. Here into lizard now. So you might want that support for the knee. Take your hands, your left foot is onto the outside of the left wrist. So left wrist is, hand is in, and then the right hand is down. Folding lizard. Opening up through that back leg. Forearms coming down to the ground for the next level if you'd like, for increasing length. Feeling this stretch into the outside of your left hip, your sciatica, relaxing through the shoulders. Making your way out of lizard. And then coming into your low lunge, and then coming into a high lunge. Arms up overhead. Releasing your arms, and then step right to meet left. Release. Left side doing the same thing. Step straight back with the left foot. High lunge. Push that heel back. So sitting down into the lunge at first here. Push your heel back. Low lunge. Take your hands down. Knee down to the ground. Kickstand that back leg. So open up. Right knee pointing straight ahead. You can encourage it by pressing onto the inside of the left knee. Take your hands wide, fold forward, crown of the head, making your way down. Coming up, fold, kickstand that leg back, low lunge. Knee can be lifted here too for lizard. So take the right hand onto the inside of the foot, hold lizard. Forearms come down for the next level. Making your way up, low lunge, high lunge. Releasing, stepping left to meet right, and shift the hips. Balance postures are next. If you have something that you want to hold on to for any of the balance postures, please do so. Dancer's pose will be first. I'll show you it this way first. Side of the body. Take your arms up overhead. Take your right elbow in towards the waist. And then pick your foot off of the ground. And then you're kicking away. And then I'll show you it to the front. Arms up, elbow down. Lift your right foot off the ground. Hold. And then kicking away with the leg. And reaching forward as you're pulling everything in. So like an elastic band. Let's try that together. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, take the right elbow down into the waist. Root yourself down into the ground and then pick up your right foot off the ground. Hold on to the ankle. Continue to root yourself down to the ground as you kick your leg away and lean forward, pulling everything into the center of your body. Keep kicking, kicking, and then slowly come back to center and release. Shift to the hips. Okay, how was our focus? Okay, draw that mind into what you're doing. Root yourself down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, take your left elbow into the waist. Pick your foot off the ground. Hold onto your ankle or the outside edge of your foot. Now you can start kicking, or the inside edge of your foot, I should say. And then kicking, kicking. Flex your foot to help. Kicking higher. Keep kicking. And gently come back. And release. Okay, shift to the hips. Eagle posture will be next. I will show you this way first, sitting down into a squat. Your squat does not have to be very deep. And then you're taking your right leg and wrapping it over top of the left leg. Your foot can be down to the ground, or you can actually wrap that right leg around the left calf. And then sweeping your right arm underneath your left arm, wrapping your arms around each other. Okay, let's try that together. You're probably all doing it. Okay, so stand up nice and tall. Sit down into the squat. Take your right leg, lift it up and over top of the left. Your toes could be down or wrapping around the left leg. Sweep your right arm underneath the left, looking through your third eye here. So between your eyebrows. Coming out of eagle and fly, your bird with that right leg, both legs straight, and release and shift to the hips. Okay, other side. Left leg comes up over top of the right. Sit down into the squat. Take your left leg up over top, toes down to the ground, or wrap the foot around the right leg. Take the left arm underneath the right. Wrap your arms around each other, hold on to your hands, palms, and release through the shoulders. Pull your shoulders way down from your ears, looking through third eye, between your eyebrows. Releasing eagle to fly. Your bird, legs straight. Flex your foot. Perfect. And release. And shift through the hips. Okay. Wonderful. Make your way down to the ground with a vinyasa flow, half of a sun salutation. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend through the knees, lift your hands, walk, step, or jump to seated. And here, extend your legs straight. Sit up nice and tall. Remove the fleshy part from your bottom. Legs straight or knees bent. Take your hands behind your bottom, about 3 inches away, like your fingers. Or tent the fingers, and they're just out to the sides. Inhale, reverse tabletop. Exhale, hold for reverse tabletop. You're in a small back bend. This is option 1. And then coming out of reverse tabletop, release the wrists, open up through the knees, take the bottoms of your feet together, soles of your feet together, into butterfly. Sit up nice and tall, exhale, fold, let the forehead come down to the ground. Inhale, making your way up out of butterfly. Exhale, release. Now, option 2 for tabletop. You're probably wondering, where's option 2 or option 3? Okay, so knees bent. And then take your hands away from your bottom about 3 inches, or your hands could be to the side here also. Lifting your hips off of the ground. Draw the hips up. And then here's your tabletop. Keep lifting up higher, the pelvis. And then making your way back down to the ground. And releasing. Okay. Into boat. Now, Navasana. Taking one leg off the ground, other leg off the ground, sitting up nice and tall. Hands go behind your knees. Your knee pits at first, and then release both your hands. Keep holding. Toes up towards the sky. Legs straight. Knees bent. Legs straight. Knees bent. Straight spine. Legs straight. Lift the chest up. And knees bent. Releasing. Okay. Roll over to the right side. And then onto your back. Dead bug. Take knees into the chest, legs straight, or knees are bent. Arms coming up. Opposite arm, opposite leg, lengthens away. Right arm, left leg first. Inhale, lengthen away from the body. So take the arm and leg down. Exhale, pull back to the center. Switch sides. Exhale, come back. Inhale, lengthen away. So taking them down to the ground, and then exhale, pull back. Inhale, lengthen away, down to the ground. Exhale, pull back. Draw the navel in towards your spine, and then exhale, pull back. Both feet can be flexed. Keep pulling your navel in towards your spine. And then hold right here, legs up. Relax the shoulders, and then reach for the toes. Reach and down. Reach and down. Do it again. Keep moving and reaching. Look to those toes. And 5, 4, 2, one more time. Reach and release. Bend the knees. Take the right foot, left foot down to the ground. Roll over to the right side, so your right arm can come overhead. Roll over to fetal to the right, and then come over to all fours. Relax to the shoulders. Here, same idea. It is opposite arm, opposite leg, lifting. Thumb coming up towards the sky to make it easier on your shoulder. In toes down, flex your foot, inhale, lift, right side, right arm, left leg, keep holding, and then take it down to the ground. Other side, lift, thumb up towards the sky, toes down towards the ground, and then slowly release. Okay, inhale, lift, right arm, left leg, exhale down, other side switch. Inhale, lift, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale down. Draw the navel in towards your spine. One more time on each side. And release into child's pose. Okay, release child's pose to plank. All fours would be level 1. Onto the knees would be level 2. Or level 3, onto the toes and hold. Legs together to make it more challenging. And holding. Draw the navel in. Twenty more seconds. Keep breathing. Releasing to child's pose. Releasing child's pose. Roll over to your back. One more core exercise. Head could rest into the fingers or arms up. And then you want to imagine that you're climbing up a rope. So climb up your rope for 3 and then release down. Climb up, 2, 3, and down. Look over your knees. Climb up and down. Climb up that rope, up and down. One more time. And down. Take both legs up. We'll just do one more. Take your hands down towards the ground. And then alternating heels. So taking them down to the ground. One heel down to the ground and then the other. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Draw the navel in. Keep breathing. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Option is to have legs straight. One more time on each side. Releasing, take the knees into the chest, give yourself a little squeeze. Feet come down to the ground. Bridge, always looking up towards the sky. Place your hands, palms down by your sides. Inhale, draw your pelvis up towards the sky. Hold with your exhale breath. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Knees going straight ahead. Notice that they are turning out to the sides. Hold them back in. This bridge posture is always really nice to do with a block placed between your knees. You can target your pelvic floor muscles a little bit more. And then taking your pelvis down towards the ground, take your knees into the chest and hug. And releasing. Doing whatever other movement or posture that you would like to do before making your way into Shavasana. Shavasana on the back, legs straight, or knees bent. Even lying on the side of your body. You can build up an incline for yourself and lie back. Now making your way to Shavasana, if you haven't already done so. Eyes are closed, and your body starts to soften. Feel yourself letting go. The ease of mind, the calmness, let go. I will call you back when it is time. Coming out of Shavasana, and wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, noticing the surface you're lying on, noticing your breath. Here you might want to do a shift through the body. And gently making your way up. You lie on the side of your body and heel, and then make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Your hips higher than the knees. Placing your hands to your heart center. Thank you everyone for joining me, focusing on our strength, having lots of focus throughout our class, enjoying the rest of our week as we move forward. Namaste.